Welcome back to Power in Politics as we get to reaction to President Biden ending his re-election bid. Immediately after his announcement, I spoke with Republican Representative Nicole Malliotakis about what this means for the race going forward. Let's dive right in. Your reaction to this news this afternoon that President Biden is ending his re-election campaign.
Well, I don't know if it's really a surprise. I think that there's been a lot of pressure from the Democrat elite for him to drop out, which really disenfranchises the millions of voters that wanted him to be the nominee. But aside from that, I think it really doesn't matter to us who the Democratic nominee is, because regardless of whether it's going to be Biden or Kamala Harris or any other Democrat they come up with, it's their agenda that has been so disastrous for the country. It's their agenda that led to this mass illegal immigration crisis that we're facing. That's what's led to cities being less safe. It's also what's led to high inflation and interest rates at the highest in 2 decades. And in addition to that, the high energy and gas prices and food costs that are a result of their anti-energy agenda. So I think at the end of the day, people see that there's a stark contrast between what the Democrats have offered and what Republicans will do, which is to make our country secure, safe, affordable, and prosperous again.
I know you mentioned that to you, it doesn't really matter who the nominee is, but the president already showing support for his vice president, Kamala Harris, to be the Democratic nominee. What do you think of him lending his support to her immediately after suspending his campaign and how that shapes from here through November?
Well, look, they have been a team this entire time. She is also responsible for the illegal immigration crisis. Remember, she was the border czar. She was the one that was supposed to resolve this issue. And in fact, it's only gotten worse. So again, this is, Kamala Harris is somebody who was supposed to be the border czar to secure the border. And instead, we're seeing unprecedented illegal immigration crisis in New York City and cities across America. She's somebody who supports bail reform, which in New York we know has been such a disaster and has led to criminals who are dangerous being released over and over again onto our streets. And she supports the same left-wing agenda that has led to energy and food costs increasing and interest rates being the highest in 2 decades, where American families can't purchase a home, they can't afford to pay their credit card bills. So I don't see how this is better, but I guess he really had no choice at the end of the day.
What do you think about the timing of all of this? We're coming off the Republican National Convention, the DNC now about a month away. What do you think about the announcement coming now, where we are in this political cycle?
Well, look, we came out of the Republican convention very strong and united, and with an agenda that Republicans, independents, and Democrats can embrace, that will secure our borders, will make our cities more safe, will make our cities more affordable by reducing the costs of energy and food, and reducing those interest rates that have been fueling inflation. So I think that at the end of the day, they know that they can't win with Joe Biden. They can't win, I don't think, with Kamala Harris either. And we have to go back to that main issue, which is the Democrats' left-wing agenda has been disastrous for America. Americans can't afford another 4 years of these Democrat policies that have fueled inflation, led to it being more difficult to put gas in your tank or food on the table, that has made it impossible for young families to purchase their home, achieving that American dream, and has really made our cities and our country less safe because of the open borders and the mass illegal immigration that has led in murderers, rapists, drug dealers, even terrorists. So we are going to continue pushing our campaign, regardless of who the opposition is, because we know that they are united behind a very left-wing radical agenda that has been hurtful to this country.
Speaking of the campaign, how do you think President Trump responds to this news now in the moment, but then in the months to come through November?
Well, I think everyone anticipated that something like this could happen because the Democrats' poll numbers are so bad. But I think he has the same view that I do, that it doesn't really matter who the Democrat opponent is, because they've embraced the same radical left-wing agenda that has made this country less affordable, less safe, and less prosperous. President Trump left this country with secure borders. He created millions of jobs. He was able to have low inflation and cheap gas prices. He left it in good shape. Obviously, COVID was an outside factor that was uncontrollable. But if you look at what he did, we had peace through strength. He started no new wars. We had cheap gas prices, affordable energy, food costs were low, inflation was low, and he created millions of jobs and lifted wages and individuals out of poverty with his Tax Cut and Jobs Act, bringing the lowest unemployment on record for Hispanics and African Americans and women. So people want American prosperity to be returned. They want to make this country affordable and safe again. Then there is only one choice, and that is President Donald Trump.
And then lastly, for me, Congress member, I know there have been some who said that if President Biden isn't going to seek re-election, that he should step down from the presidency right now. What are your thoughts on that take?
I agree with that. I mean, I've said it for quite some time that he's not capable of running the country for another 4 years. I just also don't think he's able to run it for another 4 days. I mean, this is somebody who has clearly shown signs of dementia. He is not in the ability. He does not have the ability to run this country. It's clear that there are people around him who are unelected, who are actually running the country and making these very important decisions. So if he is unfit to run, he's also unfit to keep the office, and he should resign immediately.
President Biden has said he will finish out his term. More Power in Politics after this.